when Julia asked me to speak, I thought of the folder in my iPhone notes titled Ben Blog. I so cherished my time living with Ben, and I wanted to somehow document our everyday gems. And while this is more of a reflection on me, the folder had only 2 entries. The first is a video of our bathroom sink, which he had left running at full blast in the dark. And the second one is this conversation between Ben and me. Ben knocked on the bathroom door. After you poop, but before you shower, can I get my contacts? Is that okay? This is me. Can I just pass them to you? Maybe after you wash your hands? I already touched them. Do you think you got poop on them? I haven't touched poop. Okay, thank you. So I'm telling this story because it demonstrates how considerate and kind and understanding Ben was, but mostly because I know Ben would really get a kick out of the fact that I just said poop 3 times in about 20 seconds at his temple in his honor. 4 times. Hopefully that's forgivably inappropriate, but if not, that's okay too. Ben had such a uniquely clever sense of humor, and in a way I would say that humor centered around discomfort, to make people uncomfortable, only ever at his expense, and really just to push people and himself out of their comfort zones. Ben knew just how much was to be gained by being not fully comfortable. I laugh every time I think about how many times he asked me to demonstrate how to clean the toilet again because he wasn't quite sure he got it. He was clearly a hilarious roommate, but let me illustrate how he was 30 times more thoughtful than he was funny. We lived on very different schedules, about which he said, I love you, but I think the reason our living together really works is because we don't see each other too much. But in reality, he made it really work. He got a mini fridge for his room so he wouldn't wake me when getting cold brew before his 4:30 a.m. trips to swim at the Bed-Stuy Y. Or I would find in our freezer my favorite froyo and toppings, partially melted but refrozen because he had walked it home for me. Or even how when I wished him a happy birthday in March, he responded with a picture of me and a caption asking my permission for him to post it on my birthday at the end of May. Again, this is on his birthday. And for the record, it was a picture of me with vampire fangs, and the caption was, Happy birthday, thank you for sucking bullshit out of my life. Obviously, I approved.
That's 4 poops on 1 bullshit.
Oh,
okay.
That's fine, right? You said poo. Okay, he treated pretty much any hardship he faced as a teaching moment, often literally. When he was dealing with his own mental health, he turned his attention to volunteering at a mental health clinic for Chinese-speaking residents who might not otherwise be able to afford treatment. Even though his humor was undeniably bold, it also had a very rare and special subtlety to it. Ben made fun out of any situation he could, whether that be asking for cash back at Equinox, or going into CVS, standing in exactly the right spot, but waiting for someone to ask if he needed help so he could ask them to point him to where please forgive me, where the ass wipes were. He would send me voice recordings of these interactions, so I know for a fact that everyone laughed, and I have no doubt he was the highlight of their days. What I think I'll miss most will be our near-daily FaceTimes and his undying encouragement. He would always tell me how proud of me he was when I didn't even know how much I needed to hear it. I'd say he was the only person whose FaceTime calls I would answer without discretion, no matter how I looked or how many days it had been since I showered, knowing there really was no judgment between us. No matter what headspace I had been in, I knew I always hung up happier. Ben and I are soulmates. We were very much cut from the same cloth. We really understood each other, and I can't explain how much it helped to have each other to say, Ben, or Annetta, we're not crazy, we're artists. Ben, knowing you has made me such a better person. Thank you for being 100% unapologetically yourself. I will love and miss you every day for the rest of my life. You will forever be my dearest and my only best bunny.